I raised my longsword, ready to enfief the first islander I met after landing as a general. I had thought she would kneel down to thank me for my grace, but I was sorely mistaken. My attendant was stabbed to death with a single sword strike. I couldn't believe she would dare defy my order. In the next instant, her blade came slicing toward me. Only then did I realize that I was worth nothing at all here. Yet, bathed in a strange blue glow, I woke up unscathed from the sand. Just as I was convinced that I was the chosen one of God, my attendant rose from the dead as well. I thought this was the privilege of being God's chosen. But that islander told me, on this island of immortality, no one truly dies and no one can ever leave. Even so, I knew in my heart that I would rule this island for eternity. Then I led my attendant to storm the palace and challenge the king to a duel. The king accepted my challenge without hesitation. But the moment I struck a confident combat pose, I immediately understood. On this island, only the strongest deserves to be king. Immortality, however, gave me the courage to fight on despite repeated defeats. Though I fell time and time again, I never once gave up. Gradually, a look of impatience crept across the king's face, so I proposed to settle the score with a game of chess. But the result was still a crushing defeat. I challenged him in every way I could think of, yet each attempt ended in failure. I couldn't bring myself to accept this truth. From then on, defeating the king became my sole obsession. Later, I traveled to the dark temple at the edge of the island, offering my flesh and blood in exchange for power. Through countless cycles of death and rebirth, I finally assembled a full set of dark armor and weapons. When I challenged the king once more, everyone turned a blind eye to me. Enraged, I lunged at the king, but my attack was as futile as a mayfly trying to shake a towering tree. With ease, the king stripped me of all my gear. Instead of killing me, however, he even took off his crown voluntarily. I was completely dumbfounded. This was not the victory I had wanted. At that moment, my attendant held out a hand to me, gesturing to start over. But my mind was fixed solely on that crown, so blind that I failed to notice the disappointment in my attendant's eyes. Nor did I see the open chest beside the king, piled high with crowns of all shapes and sizes. I put on the crown and walked to the water's edge, eager to admire my reflection as a king. But at that very moment, a sudden realization hit me. This was not what I truly desired. Only then did I understand that I had already lost something far more precious long ago.